these two have is each other.
Whoa.
She's like, don't be pregnant. That's fucking manipulator. I don't know. What do I do with the chicken? I'm for real this time. That's crazy.
So I just talked to Nessa, and she told me she was pregnant for real now.
Just
That you guys plan this. Brian can't take care of anybody else unless you're taking care of yourself.
well, she's funny.
You can't have chemistry. What happened? How do you know?
You tell the girl.
Brian, are you with Nessa because you love her or because you don't want to be alone? Are you scared to be alone, Ryan? Pretty much I've been alone my whole life. I've always been going, take myself to school when I was in first, second grade, gave myself breakfast thinking.
She took a box, bro.
All that stuff that happens to us in our childhood, all the things our parents say to us.
Yeah.
It's not who we are, it's just our past.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I get it. Right. We did not deserve to have a childhood that we had.
Yeah. Yes. Kitty.
What's up, Bubbles? I got a program. What did she say?
She's not messy that I can't get through her. Damn, do they also like Is it near as a phone screen like blurry? Because it's AI bullshit.
Crystal! Hey, how are you feeling?
I went over to that little hole that's over there, sat down. I didn't even sit down for 2 seconds, and I just started thinking sharp ass pain. It was more than a miniature contraction. It was like really sharp pain, not like the contraction of the I don't the hospital was just probably because I didn't eat. And it was because I need to eat something on my stomach.
So you're sure you're going to have this baby on your own?
Definitely. I'm gonna stay with it. I'm gonna get it to adoption. I'm gonna let it go to foster care. I'm gonna get it, but I never got it as a child. I'm gonna give my child a childhood, love, respect, kindness, there for you at all times. But I never got it as a child.
Why is nobody?
And I was thinking in the car for girls that don't have guy stuff.
bullshit. I don't care. I'm very nice about it. She really thinks she can raise this kid if you just consider the adoption thing. Not only would it get the baby in a safe environment, but it would get her off the streets for the entire life. Like, that's what I gotta do. Take her to my house. That's what I gotta do.
Damn. No, que no, viste que novela.
So what's going on with you right now?
I'm pregnant, 3 weeks away from doing labor. Can't wait.
What's going on with the baby?
He's a healthy little boy.
What have you decided to do?
I decided to give him up for adoption. I met the parents and we've actually been doing a lot of things together. They bought me they rented me a guest house and I'm living there now. They're gonna help me get into they said they're gonna help me get into school and everything. So I think I picked the right family.
What the hell, the baby came out half black. Kitty, you get up the door by yourself. You can do it, kitty. You got it. Ay, pendejo.
What'd you guys name her? How you feel?
Yes, they were to find out that we were on the streets. They could take her from us. And living out on the street is not an option at all.
Only part that I can see a little bit. Ryan, who's known for 9 months.
Wait, where's my? Oh, I left it outside still. I'm gonna get some ice. Here.
If you don't have any money, you're suffering out of money. I feed another. It's free. So now what? Baby's it's the stuff in foster care. That was like a big task. So what did you discuss? You ever think about quitting that?
Yeah. I really want to.
was prescribed Adderall by a psychiatrist because I couldn't sit in my chair during art class. So I was taking pure speeds and stuff. This is how I know how to live. When I run away from foster home placements, I go out and get drugs. I'm back out here.
Now you gonna do the camp?
Let's try out making. I make a lot of money up there. I make a lot of money. Today I didn't. Usually I say I was up $68. I love to get off the streets, but I get to do one of my good friends. I just don't like asking for help. I can do it myself.
It's like she's a poster child of foster they don't mind since she refused and neglected as a kid and ran to the streets, turned to prostitution and drugs to survive. I'm afraid she doesn't get help. She's gonna turn up like Sean and Raven and die on the streets. So how's it going with the band? Well, the band broke up shortly after Shredder passed away. Shredder was a dear old friend of mine. Say he was a crutter. He had a special element. The way he died, it seems like he was the heart and soul of the band. How did Shredder die? I don't know. Just now, I was acid trauma in the back of the head. It's like something about speculated murder. I wish I could have said, hey, I value your time. So we may know that we put something in somebody's eyes, but you never told it. What you want to head to front of your worst. You're one somebody dies because they were homeless, because they were poor, because they're alone. Like I like peace. I like to be in a place where nobody can find me, where nobody can brush me off. When people die, I lay dying, right? There's kind of fear comes over. But it's not mental fear, it's physical fear that you can feel. Feel it. It's not sleep. I'm also trying to figure out if I have fought for this or for anybody else to blame for this. I just kind of wander around my peaceful darkness. It's just like it's so hard for me to process. What, he was abandoned in some hotel room when he was a baby, right? And then he was thrown to CPS and then foster care and was just passed on person to person then. But he gets thrown in, at 18, dumped off with the social worker on the side of the road. It's like, what? Then people get pissed off about kids on the street? He's a systems kid. They created that. Kids learn to trust no one. Like, what makes them going to trust me, Every day I go out there and I'm like, I want to help them. Why do I do that?
Shut up.
What are you going to do? Honestly, you're right. Like, what am I?
I don't think it's time to eat. Shouldn't it?
Keep showing up, being there for him, and being his friend. That's all I can do. All I can do is focus on the kids.
I need a longer. Shh, He's supposed to throw hair in my food. I'm tired of his bitch ass. See. Let me see. Boop. We did it. Hooray. Not the real pieces to come right.
You know, there's so much paperwork and so much bureaucracy. It's really required to do the digital thing that you're doing. I'm calling about your transitional living program. I have this kid I work with.
Nope.
This
My kid is fondling my underwear.
I think it'd be a great candidate for your program. How long is it taking to get into one of these places?
He's fondling my underwear. Weird. Is there a hair in my food? I hope not.
Hey, what's going on? Okay, all right, calm down. What happened? We'll figure something out. Just relax, okay? Okay, breathe. I'm still at work. I'll get there as soon as I can. So how you doing? A little bit tired. Hungry. I know it's really hard to stay motivated. Yeah. I know it's gonna be hard. You got this. How long is it supposed to wait? How long is it gonna take? You know, I'm kind of looking at you. No, sorry, every program's let me down again. It's like trying to put one down in the head.
Oh, where's he gonna go? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? You get on the Greyhound too? Who the hell got him a free bus ticket? Is these more caramel?
So I'm on my way to see Nick. I'm actually shocked that he called me. The last time I saw him, he was in his squat, and then he disappeared and went on that binge. Now that he's clean off the mat, hopefully I'll be able to get through. So what made you decide to quit that? Realized that I was becoming what I aspired at. I woke up sober one day after passing out, for 13 days, and taking a bath, look at myself, and also, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Boy, you don't even like this. We're gonna rehab. Okay, I got you coming back with that in mind. I don't know. So what's your goal on that? One screen's left ahead of the structure I was helping this kid, and there's this one kid named awesome. This kid's totally right. I'm putting him on a list for that transitional living program, right? Hopefully he's gonna get in. The challenge I've had with all of them is what to do when they're waiting for these places, So I had to keep reporting. So we're meeting once a week. So it's the only way to keep them focused. Totally stay close to getting out.
Oh, it's also just like a case manager.
Right now, listen to his goals and his goals. Wow. He's such a great kid. I really believe in this kid. I just don't want to see the streets suck back in, So cool calling your mom right now. Okay. On you do. I don't want to do it more. So you the first. So you can get your ID.
He doesn't even know what year he was born in. why no laser shaper. No, hell no, Kitty. I don't want you no more. Oh, my back hurts me like that.
Come on, you were doing math and crap at 12 years old. She's responsible for that too, right? Do you think you're going to be done?
I'm sorry, I was looking at the messages. I'm eating. You need more caramel. Meow. Where are you eating ice cream? Mm.
Well, not exactly. Because I have my GED. Got it.
Oh, my back hurts.
Did they? Yes. Got it. No, you said you were working. No, you got it.
I feel like a deflated tire.
I was the only one that got in? No one else got in? Really? Wow. Fucking jackass. We're really glad you're back. Finish what we started together. You, Nick,
I need more caramel.
You know I'm going to do everything I can do. I'm going to need your help as well. You tell me what you need to do to get on the streets. Well, because I lost my ID, I'm going to have to go up and I'm going to have to go spend shit money to get my ID. Excuse me, sir. Can you spare some change to help me get something? No, I think you have lost my number. Excuse me, sir. Could you spare some change to help me get something tonight? Not anything else. Pennies worth anything else, pennies. Dollar would help too.
A weed blanket.
Like brothers. It's like I'm running out of options and I don't like
It's kind of like they're kind of exploiting them though. Why? Damn. Where his friends at? What the fuck?
I just can't do that.
What show?
Michelle, I need you to help me back. I have an idea. I want to hire Nick and Green for the show. I know you're going to think I'm crazy. Think about it. Call me back. I'm sorry. It was a bad idea. I love it with you, but no, you're going to have to talk about it. It's not going to work. I'm sorry. Alright, guys. This is Nick. He's going to be my assistant director on the show.
Oh, he's wearing a social distortion shirt. The top.
Alright, cool. You know, Nick and Green thought they were working on the show and everything. I can't really have them working on the show and on the street. So what would you think if I asked they could move in and be our roommates?
It's a really good documentary. It just needs caramel. Elevators. I mean, they just moved a few buttons. That's pretty cool though. Frostica, why you calling me that, bro? You look like a beaner too. So chill, dude. Don't think I forgot you fucking Arizonian, Arizona fucking indigenous looking ass. Just kidding. Whatever. Mm. You never even tip me anything. Why should I get on?
I can't believe we left, you know?
No.
Get on the initiative. I'm not looking for green. He needs me, he knows where I am. We gotta stay focused on Nick right now. Hey, so I was talking to Nick. He's interested in going to some schools. There's a school right across the street from me that he's.
Oh, thank
Can you call and see about maybe getting a grant or something so we can make that happen?
this ice cream tastes like plastic. Mm.
So how is it transitioning off the streets? It's overwhelming. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with mentally coming from where I came from.
Mm. Mm. Number two other guy.
I've got this lost little boy inside. If you've ever been like a little boy, you got lost in the neighborhood, and the sun starts to go down. No mommy, no daddy. You know, like you don't know where your house is. It's that feeling. There are some days where I like where it feels like all the stress in my life has finally reached this point. And the sad thing that happens is I'll say, if I can't overcome this hurt, if I don't make it around this bit, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Because all I ever wanted to do was have an impact. And every day I feel like I was going out to fight this seemingly unwinnable battle. I began to ask myself questions. Would you be further harming yourself if you went on to live? If I just checked out now, if I saved myself a lot less harm. Well, we just walked for a little while. Hey, she's so strong, man. He's think about it. The kid said to me the other day, he said, I feel bad for you. Why do you feel bad for me? Because there's no hope for us. And I actually believe him.
Damn. Oh, I wanna know. Wait, what happened? It looks like AI. Okay.
They weren't teaching us that in foster care. So if you're someone to go to on a daily basis, looking out for you, like today, I'm gonna have to.
Oh.
So a total of
I'll keep safe.
this money we're gonna save, and what is this money going to? Either place or some kind of schooling, or just the darkest hour. Let's get everybody.
I miss my carrots. I don't think we're gonna be able to eat it.
Alright, man, text when you get home.
Oh,
I'm still gonna worry about you. I don't care what you think.
so gassy.
Hey, Stacia, it's Michael.
Oh.
Calling out. So what do you think about this? After working with all these kids and living with some of them, I have an idea. What if there's like a mentoring program out there? Now, like a big brothers, big sisters meets a they need someone to just focus on them, some of their problems. And it needs to be available to all the other programs out there so that these nonprofits can work together, you know, like on the same team. And then there could be a second program that provides a place for these kids to live on their right. But it can't just be a facility. It needs to be like a home, like a place like I've always had in my house, you know, where they get that family atmosphere, that one-on-one connection. It needs to be a transformational living program. Not transitional living, transformational living.
Oh my god, what you go to jail for? Dun, 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 dun. My stomach hurts. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh, hell no, dude. Write it down like that for some? Ah, yes, really. Yeah. Oh. Oh. My stomach hurts. Oh, you should have ate ice cream. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh. I look so orange. What the fuck? I look like the color of Snoopy. Where are you from? I live in Mexicali. Oh. 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 My ice cream on my stomach. Hopefully I poop it out. And it will be like I didn't even eat any ice cream at all. That wasn't funny.
It starts now. There are 1.8 million kids living on the streets of America, and 13 of them will die today. And another 13 tomorrow. These aren't just numbers. These are kids with names.
Schroeder. Yeah.
Who's gonna be next? Nessa is still on the streets and I'm mad. Ryan is in and out of jail. We talk and we see each other often. Misha is still missing. No one has seen or heard from her for a year. Except Kiki is still missing.
Damn.
It's been 4 years. Crystal is still on the streets. Her baby is healthy and happy with his new family. All sick to touch. Bubbles ended up reaching out for help. So I brought her to my house. I helped her rebuild a relationship with her mom. And when I knew they were both ready, I got her a plane ticket home. We talked often. This is not the end of the story. There are almost 2 million stories out there whose endings are awful. These kids can no longer be ignored. We need to give them a chance.
Damn, dude, it's so sad. Who wants to take me in, man? Let me take me in. Let me live at your place.
First of all, there's a difference between being desperate and not. Second of all, I'm not even gonna get into the personal stuff, but there were some
I
things
need
that I
someone
had
to
said,
adopt me.
and the person was like, "Well, you know what you do something to you." I did know. And for me personally, it was a lot of self-sabotaging. Yes, I
We have got to the point where
What the
literally
heck?
anything
It's randomized commercial.
This is base 44. This is the first look.
I need someone to adopt me. Serious inquiries only.
don't know. I feel like self-sabotage. I'm desperate. Why would I be desperate? First of all, hold on. You said that. First of all, there's a difference between being desperate and not. Second of all, I'm not even gonna get into the personal stuff, but there were some things that I had said, and the person was like, "Oh,
What's this?
I did know." And for me personally, it was a lot of self-sabotage. Yes, I did feel that way. The self-sabotage, you're pushing someone else.
Wait. This stretch got the gas out my system. These are projects. Worse, I'm in Mexico. Worse, I'm in Mexico. I think I oh, I started again. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten ice cream. Yeah, I'm a US citizen. I'm an American.
What the fuck was this example, Turf? Okay.
Dance. Why the hell would I dance, bro? It's fucking 10:48 p.m. Crazy. Who the hell wants to dance right now?
I told myself I never wanted to live with older people because I struggle with death, and that is very hard for me because if someone passes away, I had to live very hard. So you decided to not only make friends with the older woman, you decided to fall in love with someone that is 20 years your senior. Okay. But that's how it started. I'm just gonna be honest. We were friends. That was not executive school love at this moment. That makes sense. It was not a desperation type thing because I was surprised. I was like, well, it's what it is.
So much
It never started out that way. It just happened to go over time.
Right.
Like the first thing you should do, special attention or whatever the case may be. Okay, so this is
Bro,
one
I'm
of the things I
camping
picked
out.
up from the bits and pieces that I have listened to already. She just said this person didn't show me any special attention or anything. Like, okay, so what made you think that this was going to turn into some type of relationship? What made you think there was romantic interest there?
Because as far as I can tell from what I've heard thus far, there's crushed you never did anything.
No, it's terrible. Constipated
Lead
still.
to beyond. But
It's coming out
the other
soon.
studies that I haven't listened to the whole thing.
Thanks for reminding me. Please, thanks for reminding me and everybody else that I was constipated.
That's crazy. Question. It's not protection. It's not for any of that. Because to be honest, if you can't see yourself dating another woman,
Thanks for letting everybody know I was constipated.
because that would make sense, right?
Duh. Okay.
You know what? After you positively push yourself, never mind. I did not say that because I got a recline. I was like, tell you what, positively say.
You're not kind.
Oh, I
You
maybe.
ain't gotta fake the funk. Come on. Don't lie. Don't lie.
What I was talking about, right? If you don't see yourself, you're speaking to a woman, you know what I mean? PG-13. But if you this is 18 plus, you shouldn't even be here if it's 18 plus. I've already said 21 plus. If you're under the age of 21, you gotta go. Anyways, I want to say, if you don't see yourself doing things with a woman, then you clearly don't have to. And
Oh shit.
I mean, look at us. So women, you think like men, you walk around and try to sleep with every woman you can. That's not the whole point. But the point is, if you don't see yourself doing that with women, most likely 100 times out of 10, you're not doing it with guys. Be serious for real.
Wow. Like, thank you for the lesson, Toby. I would have never guessed that. If you don't have any romantic or intimate thoughts about the gender, then you're not into the gender. Who would have fucking thought? Wow. She's so smart. She's just literally the Einstein of this generation.
So here's like a takeaway. Well, no, because first of all, I was in love with one because the first woman I loved, I didn't have a crush on someone, but I didn't love and love this person. And to be honest, I still do to this day because for me,
Wow.
someone could hurt me very badly, right? But I
They can even assault you, apparently. But yeah, continue.
still have the strength and the kindness to be like, I'm not gonna go online and say a bunch of evil things. Yes, I did talk about being sexually assaulted because I was sexually assaulted. I wouldn't make that up. It's my choice to talk about things, right? And to tell someone no, you shouldn't talk about that because you're lying. I'm not coming on here to say someone did something to me because I'm mad they're not talking to me.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
In all of that time, I would have done it last time they did that, and I didn't. Like, that behavior should be okay. It shouldn't be okay. Look at this decipher if it wasn't wrong. It's not for you to decide that. If anybody that you do just grabbed you in an area that you didn't want to be grabbed, and they just grabbed you, and you're like, okay, you didn't have a chance to respond. That is not okay. Your boundaries were clearly overstepped.
But this isn't just some random person that supposedly did this to you, Sophia. This is the love of your life. The person that you've never had such strong emotional feelings for ever. Not even like any other guy that you were into. I'm just basing this off what you're saying, man. So I don't know. I think it's kind of wild to come on the internet and accuse them of what you accuse them of. This is supposedly the person that you love the most. Very interesting.
I don't have to explain any further than what I just said. Why do I have to explain to try to justify it because I say I'm not one something that is? You want to defend someone because you don't like them, that is weird behavior. And this is start of victim shaming. And this is a reason why a lot of victims don't come out. When you blame me, I'm not the reason why victims don't come out. People lie all the time. That has nothing to do with anything. When people lie all the time, it causes people to victim shame. That's the main reason why people don't come out. Because when somebody else lies, then other people are going to say, why don't you?
Yeah, I mean, this is projection because yeah, you're basically explaining this whole situation right now. But okay, sure, I'm gonna let you continue. Go ahead.
Because the last person they believed lied, and it's just so crazy Why would anyone want to be a victim of something? That just
You want to be a perpetual victim, so like let's not even don't even do that, Sophia, please.
doesn't make sense. I wouldn't go online and say anything that's not true. That's true. Who cares?
Sure.
So obviously they can fight, right? Who cares what my feelings were? It just
No, see that and that's the thing, like no, Sophia, your feelings do matter. Because like with the logic that you're basically implying, that would be like if you've been dating someone for months and months, y'all, you know, you are like you're supposed to every time you want to touch them or hug them from behind, you need to like, hey, yeah, I don't need to ask for consent. Like, dude, that's just weird. Okay, there should be trust between the two parties where you don't have to constantly just like I don't have to explain this to y'all. Y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. But this is just dumb to feel. What are you saying right now?
it doesn't matter. That doesn't even change their mind. It was the fact that it happened so fast. I was like, okay, he's like, oh, last one. There was no way you were here. And I was like, this person was like, oh, no, I have received a message from before that stated think of me as a friend. And then that's it.
Boom. There it is right there, Jafia. See, look. So you're telling me Crush you literally told you think of me as a friend. Jafia, that is they're setting a line, they're setting a boundary. This is not gonna be whatever you think it is. She just wants to be your friend. But here you are still gushing and crushing her. They're down bad.
That person turns around and just grabs me back, and especially in a sexual way, it how was supposed to feel because I felt miserable. I felt horrible when I got into that part. So it's like, oh, you're saying one thing and then you're doing another. It's just like, oh, think of me as a friend, but hey, let me just. And then you have this in your brain. It's just like, well, what is it? I'm not sharing personal DMs. I'm not sharing anything. To be questioned whether or not someone like that is crazy.
No, Jafia, that is a very valid question in this entire situation. What do you mean? Because she's gonna go on, she's gonna give us more examples where Crush Chew basically flat out told her like, bro, we are just friends. And so no, it does matter. The context, Sophia, it is important.
Yes, but to be honest with you, with a lot of these single, everybody that word, even though I know it's hard because I'm still trying to process that. And there was one last formal message that was sent that I'm still trying to process. I'm not in the business, or how do I say this? I'm not here to expose a whole bunch of messages. I'm not going to ever share these messages. But the truth is, that was said, and then the next day, when I went with S, I don't like to call her Stud Shoe, and I'm not going to call her by her name, right? I'm not going to name her. Literally took me down there and we went to take her photos. Mind you, my whole thing, my whole conclusion came with, oh, we're walking back because she had showed us around her place where she was at. And no, I'm not going to say what people live. Don't worry, because I don't use the words I don't expose people like that. Their address or anything. Like
their address or anything. Again, veiled threats. Like, Sophia, what are you doing? You don't need to say all that. Just tell the damn story. No one's asking you where this person lived at. It's fucking weird.
like that. Anyways, so we were walking back, and the same person that was like to me as a friend is literally like, here, take my hand, holding their hand behind them, hold my hand, and I'm like, and I know they do stuff like that. It's because they want to be close, not as friends. I know their pattern, their thought process, everything.
Well, apparently fucking not, Sophia. See, this is how you know Sophia was not well socialized in her formative years. Like, especially girlfriends, this is a common thing. Girls hold each other's hands, girls kiss each other on the cheek, and it doesn't mean they want to be fucking romantic, Sophia. You would know that if you actually had any type of social awareness, but you don't. So you think something as minor as someone holding your hand, I'm assuming to like lead you through the apartment, is a sign. Crazy. crazy work.
To tell you that I was connected to it, if I mental thing, it's crazy to say I knew that something was going on. When they presented her the whole day, I knew something was going on. I literally knew sometimes I would be like, okay, she's gonna call me. Sure enough, bam, a call. I knew these things because I was connected on that wavelength, right?
Girl, oh my goodness. You're not psychic. Stop it. You aren't connected to shit besides your delusions, girl. Come on.
So for me, it was confusing because, and I get it, and I know what people are gonna say, yes, friends, and but
That screen's too bright.
and to me, it
I
wasn't
need travel light.
What? Oh my God. What are you basing this on? What are you like? There's only so many ways to hold hands, Tofia. What are you saying right now? I swear, Tofia, she has upgraded. You know, with the initial accusations, I upgraded Tofia essentially to a poor
What if I
cow.
order it on
Like
Temu?
low cow is an understatement at this point because now she's becoming like a danger to other people. And now we're gonna add Legbeard to the list because this is some thin cell shit if I've ever heard of it.
who are in certain situations, right? She might pull past with friends. But I already knew from how she was. That's her way of showing affection in a sense because we're in the public, not friends.
Or maybe she just thought she was slow and didn't want you to get lost. You know, just a thought. Just a thought.
We're at her place, so that she was one time, but not in public. But I was confused because she never did anything like that in public. It was very confusing, very much mixed because it was a lot of signals because and maybe I should have saw this like, oh, we could do this here, but when we're all in public, she was like, I had a friend like that, you know.
We can hold hands here, but not in public. Tofia, you are crazy. She already told you that y'all are friends. So I don't even know why there's, at least for me, if someone tells me something as far as like where we stand, I'm going to just believe that. I'm not going to make assumptions or do anything like that unless they literally say or do otherwise. And I'm sorry, Toph, holding hands to lead you to an apartment or a tour of a new place does not qualify for changing the dynamics of the relationship. The fuck out of here.
Went to school and all the things in that home. But when we got to school, it was a whole other thing. I was her friend. Oh, it was different from back home versus when we got to school. And it was sort of like that, oh, we can do this. Which I get in private, I understand. But it was just like, but you can't. And I'm, to be honest, I was not trying to blame myself. I'm not talking about personal things. I'm just saying that to me was really weird. The whole day, so I went over, right? And I don't know if that was the day that I took that. First of all, when someone gets in your place, right? You always, when someone gets in your place, you take something, right? I always, from, well, not, well, I don't know if I've been taught that, but I
Spit it out.
thought that, oh, when someone gets in your place, you take something to their place. You know what I mean?
Housewarming. Yeah.
They got a new place. So when you bring something to their place. So yes, I brought some flowers, few flowers or whatever. And
Are these the pipe cleaner flowers? I'm assuming these are the pipe cleaner flowers.
she literally told me that. She was like, oh, she can't take the hits. And I was just like,
Bruh.
no.
Oh my goodness. Yo, like this is embarrassing. She literally said it in front of your face to stunt you that you can't take the hint. Sophia, dude, you couldn't beat this information out of me, I swear. Like, what the fuck?
I didn't bring flowers because of that. That's not the reason why. That's why when I brought it, it was like, you perfect. Hey, whatever. And I had some flowers on a pipe cleaner. Hey, it was a thing.
Yes, because this 50-year-old woman wants some fucking junk to sit on her counter that Sophia made her. Come on, grow up.
And my thought process was on Valentine's Day, which I am going to say that was because flowers that like girls design, I was like, I can make these, they last forever, they don't die, and making constantly, you get things about not
Sophia, you're contradicting yourself not even 10 seconds later. You said you were bringing the flowers as a housewarming gift. Now you're talking about it was close to Valentine's Day. Like, which one is it, girl? Because obviously we know you're into this person. So if you were thinking about Valentine's Day, that contradicts it being just a housewarming gift. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Come on, man. What are we doing?
They're just outright right now. So those never got it. He's like, okay, that's what I'm saying. This is like, she's very much thinks like, tell me this, but then you're like, here, let's do this. And like, the was like, okay, and I just went along with it. But he's walking in front. So she was not paying attention to what was going on behind her. Mind you, that day, after the whole grabbing me thing, I was confused. I got into the car, I was literally confused. I was literally uncomfortable. I did not feel good. Because it's just like, you're telling me this, but you just did this. Like, has a right, whether your feelings or not. Nobody, to me, now that I think about it, it's like, that's mine. Like, that's just like the right to just do whatever I want with it. And you have no right to say no. People have.
Because she definitely wasn't pushing you away after the random hug after the hug, right?
Now, we have bubbles. No one has a right to make without reading bubbles no matter who they are. And no one has a right to sit here and say, well, you wanted it. You sit here and say, oh, you're in love with that person. And you wanted that to happen. Like, I was eating. I was getting ready to sleep. And it was just like, the only thing I could do was to package up and laugh because then in the car, I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying not to be upset because if I started crying, then she was going to ask me what's wrong as we're driving back. And then I'm going to have to explain everything. And then I just didn't want to.
And girl, like, shut up. You're just lying. Because how do you, because you literally told us, how do you go from thinking in that moment, oh, maybe she loves me and we're getting somewhere? How does your thought process go from that to, oh, I'm sad and uncomfortable and I have been wronged? Get your hands off me, you fucking heathen. Like, what? You don't make any sense, Sophia. Please.
Become a bigger thing. So I kept it to myself. And then I ended up having to process what happened. It's not okay. I didn't say okay. I didn't say go ahead. I didn't say anything. First of all, we're out. If someone would have saw something, then I would have done it. And then we would have been, oh, well, now people think we're such a good person. Like, there's a lot of things. And it wasn't just even that. Like, to be honest with you, I really care. And I still do care. You don't care. Well, I do care in a sense of how bad someone hurts me. But I'm not going to flip out and be a monster and just start talking trash on somebody. For me, it was a call out guard thing because in the message it was like, think of me as a friend. And I'm like, and then yes, I'm not going to explain the reason why I said that, but I said you're making this difficult for a certain reason. And I know why they were telling me.
Bruh, you're making this difficult. Yo, like, Sophia is giving nice guy vibes. This is what? That is such a crazy thing to say after someone says, just think of me as a friend. You're making this difficult. I don't know if y'all ever seen the Boondocks, the episode of the Booty Warriors.
I like you, and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way.
Sophia, please calm down. Keep it in your pants. Christ.
Yeah, because look at the whole thing. And it was, and I know basically her mind from what I know, they did say, hey, you're self-sabotaging. They admitted it. But if all you've ever known is that you've been unloved for so long, that every person in your life has pushed you, away in some sort of sense, right? All you're going to ever know. And then when you find someone that treats you better than all these people treat you, your mind is going to tell you, I need to push them away. I don't deserve this. Then you start self-sabotaging yourself and pushing people away. And just even starting little petty arguments because you don't want that person to be like you. You start labeling the things that are not true. Then you cause arguments and fights so that way you can just, that's how the protection of situation instead of just saying, hey, people don't like to talk about things up because what if you ever
Like, Sophia, literally everything that you just said the last 15, 20 seconds, that sounds like just a shit ton of projection. That literally sounds like you, but okay.
what is going on? If they don't know how to express or say their feelings, like, I don't stop talking to someone. I've never pushed anyone. Yes, and so it's not even self-sabotage. Like, I thought, like, oh, I don't deserve this. Like, I did. Like, instant, I was like, oh, I don't deserve someone like this. Like, because she care about me as much as she does. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, does this person really care about me like that? Like I kept telling myself, I don't deserve this person. Like at some point, I thought like me, like things are going good. I always expect something bad to happen behind it because I'm like, oh, it's going good, but where is the negativity?
Yeah, that's exactly what a person that self sabotages thinks, Sophia. Literally just described yourself to a T. No pun intended.
I like to know what is this negative happening because here I am. Oh, like good or bad. I do love myself. That was not the issue. It's the fact that when someone says something, and especially because I have a lot of trust issues, a lot of people that come to life, especially look at the ones that are not people want to say that, oh, they didn't really like me. No, like tell someone something and then you make them feel a whole other way and you push them away or you leave. Or you act like you never really liked the person the way that you acted. Like if someone really got close to you and made you think, oh, you found like you and they start doing things, right? Not just friendly things, beyond friendly things. I can tell you like, hey,
Like holding my hand. That's so beyond friendly. I'm just like I'm literally Sophia. I'm literally just waiting on you to give me an example of literally anything that can be misconstrued as a big signal. So far, all you've told us is that she held your hand and supposedly squeezed your booty, which I'm still leaning heavily towards her just pushing you away from the random second hug. But okay, continue.
we should try having a relationship. I don't never even want a relationship. I don't know if you got that from. I didn't even say that. Reread that message again. That's what I'm talking about. Is like hard things
Go back.
doing things right, not just friendly things, beyond friendly things. And then tell you like, hey, we're gonna date. We can try having a relationship, and then like, I never even want a relationship. I don't know where you got that from. I didn't even say that. Reread that message again. That's what I'm talking about. Is like.
I'm not sure if we're talking about a Wesley. This sounds like she's probably talking about Wesley. But I mean, this could potentially be Christian. But I mean, look, Sophia, if someone is hot and cold, then just take that as a sign in itself. That's a red flag. Okay, I know you are like a decade and a half behind on the ins and outs of dating, so I'll be the one to let you know. Life coach Ogle got you.
Like hard to trust people. It has nothing to do with not trusting myself. It's the fact that even if you believe someone will make you feel this way, and then you feel it's strong, it just yeah, I understand people don't know how to handle strong feelings when they have them, and then they're like, oh, this is too much. I gotta leave. I gotta like, and then hatch or devise this exit plan, and you're like, I gotta get out of here. Like I overwhelmed. I get it. I understand. But the thing is, like those moments when things are happening, nobody has the right to overstep your boundaries, whether you're feeling something or not. Like time, and like I said, this is 21 plus, right?
Oh goodness.
And you're thinking you're gonna say, and then you just decide, hey, I don't want to do this. Like, change my mind. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. That's your right to do so. But in the moment after it happened, I started processing it. I was like, that was not good. That was like saying, this is wrong.
So, Sophia, those are two completely different examples. Literally, the example you just gave is before the said action happens, and then your example of after it happened. What are you talking about?
Like, I asked this to you when I feel like it, and you're just gonna let it happen. Like, especially the fact that the message, way before, was like, this is a great, and you're just grabbing like that. All sexual moves is like, it's like big signals. You're not going to really be pushing it, and instead of being pushed to the floor, you're like, why did you do that? Oh, because I want you to go away. I didn't really want you to come here. Yeah, I like to come here for that because you showed me to the floor. That's exactly what it was like. It had nothing. I don't stop people. I'm not a very creepy person. That's just me.
You sure about that? I don't know, Toph. I don't know about that one.
Okay, I'm gonna force someone to be with me.
I'm not creepy like that. People have to understand that I understand that now if someone's saying they don't like me, but they didn't get on top. S was there. You're there too. That's the day that we went to the Crazy Friend Live. And she looked me in my face and she said, I have been doing things to make you think that I like you. She said that out of her own mouth to my face. She really told me, yes, I have been doing things to make you think that I like you. I was like, I already knew that. You didn't have to tell me what I already knew. Hello, it was obvious. That stuff she was doing was not secretive. I don't know how to say it, but people think that they're doing things and they don't think you're catching on to it. I was like, you gotta tell me anything. I'm not a liar.
Then give us some damn examples because I'm not hearing any actions that would lead me to believe this person was ever interested in you. I don't even believe that she sent this. I think this is cat because there's no one to dispute it. You know, still choose locked up, and we don't know who Chris Chu actually is. So I don't know, man. You could be just talking out your ass right now. I don't know about none of this.
But that's the only thing told me that. That's just the only thing they told me when they said, oh, I look at your stuff because I have a crush. I said, I already knew that. You ain't even got to tell me any of this stuff.
Wow.
I already knew. I already knew. With the teenagers, you have a crush on someone, right? No. It was very intermediate. It was like that. It was like, I already knew. You didn't even have to, and because it's like women know women, obviously, women don't know men.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a man, so I wouldn't know what it's like to be a man or anything. I might know somewhat about men, but I don't know 100% because I'm not a man. I said I'm twin, so I would know women a lot better than I would know a man. It is what it is. I know. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that I knew that person didn't need to tell me anything. I knew. That was the whole point. And for me, admitting that to me, I was like, no. But why did you tell me something that I already knew? It was eating her up inside because it was.
I mean, are we talking about the same way that you knew Wesley was into you? Because, girl, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But it wasn't. She wouldn't have told me. I asked her to do that because it was bothering her that she was doing it. Obviously, it's like it's bothering me. She was going to have to come out and speak if it's good because it bothers me that much. It's just about. I didn't do anything that wasn't reciprocated in that sense. I knew when it was the right time to do something and when it wasn't the right time to do something. And whenever something happened, I'm gonna go with the one type person in a sense of, oh, this is the right moment to do this, but I'm gonna do this, right? I'm not going to overstep someone's boundaries and do something that they don't want to do and continue doing it. That is my whole point, to make it seem like I'm a weirdo. No, I'm not a weirdo because because the whole thing is that we were both matching the energy. That makes sense. Not in a sense of people match your energy, and if someone is this, they're this. That's not what I mean. My own thing, in a sense, was like I reciprocated what I was getting back. So whatever I was being given, I was giving the same thing back to that person. I was not overstepping boundaries. I was not being weird, stalkerish, or creepy. No, I don't understand why people always has to make it like, oh, why do you think someone is not deserving of somebody? When you say here, you say, oh, nobody likes you like that.
Oh, I mean, I never said that. I mean, I'm a firm believer that there is someone out there for you, Toph. It's just not this person. Because if we're talking about someone that's 20 years older than you, I don't think like they're going to be playing games about whether they want to be in a relationship with you or not. And if they are, then that's a red flag. Take the hint.
Because you make people do something in your head. You are. I had stalked somebody. You were literally going around and talking about a situation where I was on live the whole time. You don't even know the whole situation. And say you want to talk about it. I will talk about it because it's weird that you were talking about a situation that I was on live the whole time and I had proof of it the whole time. It was the security guard that lied and said I was somewhere I was not. I received a text message.
Sophia, what reason would the security guard have to lie about? Because I know she's talking about when she showed up at the shelter. Now, who knows? Okay, I'm just spitballing here. At the time that this happened, we were thinking she showed up for April Shoot, but maybe because apparently this woman, this Chris chick, was also in the shelter, but she was got in her house. So maybe it was Fresh Shoot making is the original person that she was low key stalking. But yeah, why would the security guard lie about you just showing up there out of the blue? What what does the security guard have to gain from that, Sophia?
Well, I know I'm asking you if I was there. How am I there if I'm sitting at a park where there's a community center going live? And, mind you, I was talking to ACS because the lady at the community center was concerned because I was saying some things that were concerning. And I said, look, I can take screenshots and show the exact time. And it has the time that I was live. I haven't talked about nothing.
Sure,
Okay. How am I stalking someone when I was in an Uber while I was live? That makes no sense. You don't even know the whole story. So the person said I was in an Uber. I went up to the front desk. I asked the question and then I left. How is that possible if I'm on live? I can't do all of that at once. And when I was on live, I was upset, distressed, wanting to harm myself, crying. All because you want to say that I stalked somebody. And the only reason why the person said it is because they wanted attention. Because I heard afterwards they wanted to bragging about, oh, she's calling me the security guard. Yes, that person did tell me that. Well, first of all, it does apply to you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Means that they're not directing it towards you. If they're directing it towards someone else, when they're saying that
that is not what that means, Sophia, but sure. I mean, fuck it, man. You're gonna give us content since you feel it applies. Okay, keep talking.
the stalker they're directing it towards me, the conversation involves me. If it doesn't involve me, that's where if someone was making a general statement, they're not making a general statement. They're not calling you guys stalkers. They're calling me a stalker. And they're calling me a stalker. That's not a general statement. In fact, they're definitely not calling everybody a stalker. Considering the fact that they say you stalked that woman. No, I did not stalk her. I haven't done anything. I'm not spying on anyone. I'm not trying to collect information. I'm trying to get me housing, and I'm trying to live my life. I don't want to spend the rest of my life being homeless and fighting for housing. I want to enjoy life.
Well, see, that's and you just wanting to enjoy life is exactly why you will continue to fight for a house because you're not willing to put in any work. If you're not going to put in no work, no one's going to give you a house. Why would they give you a house, Sophia? When I think they like you only have to pay like 30% of the rent or something on the program that she would be on if she didn't get housing. Why would they give you a house or an apartment if you literally refuse to go work a job? What sense does that make?
That's what I want to do. I don't want to be trying to do all of this stuff. It's been a year. It's been a whole year that we haven't even done our own. Isn't that crazy?
No, it's not crazy. What's crazy is the fact that you haven't done anything to help or better yourself this entire time. That's what's crazy.
Year that we've been fighting to get our housing. I just want to be able to enjoy life. I just want to be able to see that and get do things with my mom and go out again and drive and enjoy life. I don't want to be spending most of my life fighting for housing. I just want to be able to enjoy life.
Well, instead of fighting for housing, why don't you just go work a job and get a place like it's literally that simple. You are in a shelter, you can be saving up. You could have saved so much money up over the course of this past year, even at some shitty job, man. Let's say Sophia was only making, I don't know, let's say 30K a year. Okay. Sophia, you could have literally saved like at least half of that. You could be sitting on like 15 to 20 stacks right now. But you wasted all this time doing nothing. Because I got a job. I have a job. Break out the smoky voice. I have a job. Even though I'm only making $11 a month, it's I still pay taxes, so it's a job. Shut the fuck up, girl. The fuck out of here.
And yes, I've had a lot of hard times. Yes, I was just recently sexually assaulted. Now it has to do with the fact that I already knew some people was
Process.
I already had a question and say, no, I didn't have. I don't know. Even in the situation, nor am I going to sit here and tell you the whole situation. But in the same way, I can't be sitting here holding my emotions in after I talk to everybody.
I fell asleep.
And it was inside. And I feel so say, why? Why is it hard for kids? I did have a relationship with her. No, I was not in a relationship.
Again, as I've said so many times, stop emotionally investing in loving people that you're not even dating. Like, to me, that shit is crazy, man. I do not understand that whatsoever. Because, like, you know, I've been through a lot relationship wise. No, you're not emotionally.
The flashlight just turned off by itself. Why?
If you're not
Why?
dating,
24 cents.
what the hell are you doing? Stupid ass.
Mixed signals here and there. Yes, it
I
was
didn't monetize it.
right? And that's stuff that I have to process. And some stuff I didn't. I allowed.
Like what?
I allowed a lot of things because I wanted it. But to be honest with you, when it came to certain results, that was one thing I didn't
Look.
it just happened as a decision. It's literally what you said. It doesn't matter what I put in my heart. If I didn't feel great when I left this situation, I was that tell you. And I didn't want to have questions on the way back. Why are you crying? Why are you upset? What's going on? I don't like. And then I have to tell her about it. I tell her about things. I wanted to get her to understand the whole situation. But when you say think of me as a friend, and then here you are, oh, let me just
Surfing USA. Do you really surf?
mentally messy. If I did that to someone else, I would never mess with something like that. That would be like me messing with someone and then making her think I love her and being like, hey, come here, just doing all these things and be like, no, oh wait, you just get away from me. No, I never liked you like that. You made that up in your head. Me doing that.
I bet that's what's in those messages. I guarantee it. The text messages that she doesn't want to show. Because she's not willing to produce any receipts for anything she's saying. Which is another reason no one ever believes Sophia. I bet the messages are crazy. Especially like this last couple of weeks. Oh man, I would pay good money. I want to know what's in those messages, Toph. Drop the receipts, girl.
That was not because I love you. It was because I was just being friendly. I was just, you don't mess with someone mentally like that. I've already had enough of that in my life. And then these people have all these issues because then they feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. They feel abandoned. They feel like, what did I do? Why was my child? But then when you get messed with in your head, what does that have to do with it? No, that's not what I'm talking about. I didn't say anyone right back. That's not the situation I was talking about. I was saying in certain situations, and did you even not hear when I said that I respected boundaries? And I said, I know when it was right and when it was not right to do something. I literally said that I did not disrespect anyone's boundaries. Do you not listen or understand when I just literally explained that? But I said, anything I did was with consent. Use your common sense. It was consented.
You're not giving us any examples. Like, that's the whole thing. You keep saying that, you know, whatever you were doing was with consent, what stunts you did, you let a lot of shit slide, but you're not giving us examples for what you're saying. So all we know is that y'all held hands while she was giving you a tour of her place, and she praised your mood. That's all we have to go on. You're not making a strong case for yourself, Toph.
And I'm not talking about sexual anything and everything. That's not what I'm talking about. Consent could be, I didn't say, if someone like, give me a hug, or if someone really don't want you to hug, you don't want them to hug you and hug you anyways, I'm not asking, if you didn't consent to that, that's like saying, hey, can I do this? And then you're like, hey, well, you should ask for consent all the time instead of just taking it from someone. If you didn't ask for consent, then it's not okay.
Wow.
Would you be okay if someone just went up to you and just grabbed you and just kissed you and say, hey, can I kiss you? And then you just literally like, oh, they didn't consent. You'd be weirded out. You know what I mean? It wasn't a hug. I didn't say it wasn't a hug. Okay, so I guess I have to explain it again because people do not understand.
Here we go. Jeez.
As we were pulling away, I pulled her hands from her again. That was when I pulled away again, into the car. She reached out and she grabbed my boot. She just grabbed it. But wait, as I was leaving, she just went, just grabbed it. I didn't consent to that. I didn't say yes. I didn't say no. Nothing. It happened so fast. So she just grabbed me real quick, and then she started. And then I said, I didn't know what to do at that moment. So for me, I just cracked a joke. I'm like, you know what you're doing, ha ha ha. And then she just giggled back. She just started laughing back, and I'm like,
oh, now she started laughing back at your weird ass joke. Are you sure? Because you didn't say that at any point when you did your tell all. I don't know, man. Are these added details like with the car jacking incident where there's just more and more shit that you keep adding to the story each time you retell it?
I don't know if I said I'm watching you, but I know I said, you know what you're doing. And then I got into the car. Right when I got into the car, my mood just dropped. My feelings just went down. At that moment, I almost started crying in tears because the message before was, think of me as a friend. You do that. And it's just confusing me. And I'm like, why? And then you go to that mindset of, are you good enough? Or what is this? I'm only good for this, but I'm not good for this because all my life, and I've talked about it, even at a young age, I was sexualized. Anytime someone approaches me, when men come to talk to me, it's never really with good intentions. And I don't have that pre-thought. It's always been like that. They always come to me, they start making some sort of small talk, and they ask me to go back to their place. They say, hey, do you want to sleep with me? They don't even say that. They say, let's go back to my place. Why do I want to go to your place and drink? I'm not going to go to your place and drink. It's not drinking. That's not what it is. You want it to lead to something else. And a lot of the times they just want to sleep with me. The guy maybe said, do you want to be plus one at the most? And
we know, Sophia. We know.
Because he said, you look like the girl that I used to fuck. Is that how you talk to women? People need to learn how to talk to people. People need to learn how to interact with people. And I don't have those pre-thoughts. This is what's happened all of my life. Literally, I was essayed when I was 10. He literally said, hey, do you want to go out? And I thought, me as a 10-year-old, like, over here, he's older than me. He's in middle school. No way for him to consent to him working at any point in time. I'm a 10-year-old kid. He's way older than me.
He wasn't.
And we're under this table, we're sitting there, just doing his thing. And I didn't say anything because to me, it was a very uncomfortable feeling. I didn't want to tell my parents because just I was afraid I would get in trouble, that I would get blamed. And also, my thought was like, oh, I don't want him to get in trouble. And then he's not allowed to come hang out anymore. I'm 10 years old. I can't consent to that stuff. All of my life, that's how I felt. It's like, oh, you're a piece of meat. Because at one point in my life, which I've never done it with anyone, I thought, why don't I just go out there and do that? Why don't I just sleep with people? Because that's all I'm ever going to get is someone that wants to sleep with me, not someone that wants to be with me and have an actual relationship. So my thought process was, well, if I'm never going to have a relationship, then I should just go out there and just sleep. Because if that's the case, if that's what I'm going to get, then I'll get that. And I didn't do that. Had it's a firework. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. You know what I mean? It's just been a lot of that. And to have that happen to you, and then you have to process that after you told the person about your essay and things like that, you're being sexualized. I get it. Let's all crack jokes. But if I leave the situation feeling uncomfortable and it wasn't consented, what does that tell you? If someone just grabbed you after they said, think of me as a friend, that's what hurts me because it was a lot of that. It was like, well, why am I not good enough for you to just say what it is? Why is it I'm only good enough with this?
Because they don't want you, Sophia. That's literally it. At the end of the day, Crush Chew doesn't want you. Just accept it. She's literally telling us multiple times, this person that said, just want to be friends. And even if they were giving you mixed signals and doing some weird shit, they obviously don't want a real relationship. They want a situationship. Read between the lines. Okay? Over this whole art has been just ridiculous. Sound like a themselves. Just down horrendous.
That's what it was. Oh, am I just here to make you feel good in the moment? Because I'm not trying to be here to make you feel good. I've already stated what I wanted. I've already said what I wanted from the get-go. I want a relationship.
And they didn't reciprocate that energy. So what are we even doing here, man?
You made it seem like you wanted a relationship, and now you're just pushing me away. That's
How?
what was hurting.
How did they make it seem like they wanted a relationship, Sophia? Please tell us. Because literally, this is what I've been saying the entire video. You have not given us any examples of them pushing for a relationship. I'm just waiting to hear anything that can even remotely be construed. Okay.
Tell someone exactly what you want. I was the best person. I'm not sitting here with subliminals. I got no subliminals, no subliminals back. I'm going to tell you exactly what I want from the get-go. And if you act like you really make it feel like you want that, then we both are in agreement. I already said the reason why I'm not going to the police. I shouldn't have to answer you that. And besides, for when I talk to someone, it depends in the state what is considered. What I consider an essay because I don't even know. To be honest with you, I'm not even going to go through the whole process of that. I'm not even trying to be a vindictive person, to be honest. When you say that, you're victim shaming, you are questioning. So let's say, oh, if you don't report it to the police, it didn't happen. That's not how that works. You know how many sexual assaults and rapes go unreported because no one says anything? You know how many of those go unreported? And yes, they do speak about it, but sometimes people.
Well, Sophia, it's weird, because you don't want to go to the police, but you want to go to all of your followers. So, like, what is the end game? Why did you tell us? Because I can understand you need to get it off the chest if you really, really feel that you were assaulted. You need to get it off your chest. So you talk to your counselor slash therapist. Yeah, you talk to some of the other resources at the shelter. Okay, why the fuck did you tell us? Knowing good and damn well how the audience would respond. What was the point? Attention seeking ass.
People don't report it. That doesn't mean it never happened. Like I said, I don't come on here to talk bad about people. The police never believe me when they do because they told me to file a police report every time something happens on social media. So anytime someone does something to me, they said to file a police report, but I don't. Was that insulting? What's insulting to childhood survivors is victim shaming someone. That's what's insulting. When you're sitting here telling someone because they don't report it to the police, then it didn't happen, you could still report it to the police and it could be false. People lie on people all the time. Whether police are involved or not, you still can lie. People will lie to the police to get people arrested. That's very much a thing.
Yeah, that seems more like what you're hanging over Crush Shoe's head, in my opinion. But I digress.
I need to go to a therapist. I need to talk to my therapist about it briefly because I couldn't see him. For 2 weeks, I was able to see him because I see him once a week. And then he forgot last time, and then he couldn't show up this time. And when I finally did, I finally had a talk with him about the whole thing. So yes, I did talk to my therapist about it, and I had to process that. So that's why I said it because I was processing it. And to be honest, I just didn't. It's not. I was tired of protecting the person, but I was also frustrated with everything that happened. And I was not trying to come on here and bash or talk badly about the person. To be,
I wasn't. I was tired of protecting the person, but I'm still protecting the person because I haven't told anyone who the person is, besides, I guess, touch you. Sure, Sophia, whatever you say. Yeah, you're not bashing them. You're just accusing them of heinous crimes. That's totally different. Totally different.
to be honest, I don't harbor any negative feelings towards that person. I'm personal. I'm not gonna continue to go at you for the rest of my life and hold this negativity. You can do that. If you don't ever forgive me, or whatever the case may be, whatever, right? I care less, right? Some people think that I care too much to make that up just because they weren't talking to me. That's not why I said that. It was hurting me, not saying anything. My emotions were eating me up because of this whole situation. You would feel some type of way too if you get really close to someone and you're madly in love with someone and then they just toss you your garbage, your trash, or they just start saying, what I was doing to you, you misinterpreted that. It was just
Like, Sophia, do you hear yourself? She's a full-blown incel. Straight up leg beard. Do you hear, like, how many different ways can this woman tell you that she doesn't want you? Why, like, what are we doing here? I don't understand. What is even the point? Okay, you want to protect the person, you're not mad at them. Then why the fuck did you even feel the need to tell social media about any of this? None of this shit doesn't make any sense. Whatever.
being friendly. There's some things where some people are friendly, and you can tell the difference between someone being friendly and someone not being friendly.
You can't. Apparently, you fucking can't. Because this person, you've given us more examples of this person telling you that y'all are just going to be friends than anything even remotely romantic. Like, what are we talking about?
Said I wanted her to reciprocate feelings. Where did I say that?
You
I
did.
didn't grab her in public. When you're talking about reciprocating feelings, I didn't essay her in public. No way, shape, or form did I grab her like that. It was a friendly hug because she said, think of me as a friend, so I respected boundaries. In no way, shape, or form did I grab her as I was breaking away from hugging her. Does that sound stupid? She wasn't reciprocating feelings. I didn't grab her like that, so there should have been. I didn't even give her any sort of anything like that. That doesn't even make sense. I was not giving her any grab me because she said think of me as a friend, so that's what I did. I was thinking of her as a friend. Hello, no matter what you say, it's not gonna doesn't make sense. I'm not oversharing personal info, and I just said why I shared this because my emotions were eating me alive. I sorry, my ears get hooked. I literally said why I just talked about this. I just literally told you that. The reason why I brought this situation up was because my emotions were me holding in my emotions was not helping me. I already said I talked to everybody, including my therapist, about the whole situation, and it was not getting any better. I had to say something.
No, the fuck you didn't. You did not need to tell the internet. Why, Sophia? You need real therapy. I don't know what the fuck kind of counseling they had you doing in the Christian shelter, but you need actual therapy because you do not need to disclose every little thing that happens in your life to the internet, to people like over 99% of people that watch your content and react to it do not like you. So what is the fucking point? I don't get it. This has this just attention. There's nothing else it can be. You're like a narcissist and you want attention no matter how you can get it, even if it's negative. It's weird.
It was coming on live. I was crying. I was upset. And then I had to be like, oh, nothing's going on. I'm just crying just because I want to cry. I couldn't lie and be like, oh, you know what? I'm not crying over someone and make up something else. I wasn't going to make up a fake situation to lie.
But
Just
you
like
did though.
any other human reaction. I just I just literally explained that I wasn't hugging. She grabbed my boob as I was leaving. And I said, I'm not going to explain it again because people keep misunderstanding.
Please don't. I don't care.
I was assaulted because she grabbed my boob, not because she hugged me. It doesn't matter if we hug before the situation happens. That is not giving someone the right to just think that they can grab me. Because if I did that to someone, let's say if I hugged someone and then all of a sudden I just grabbed their boob and I didn't ask for consent, how do you think that person's gonna feel? And you guys are gonna say, oh.
Okay, look, Sophia, either fucking put this person out there, put this person on blast, or shut the fuck up. I I just don't care about the situation anymore. This is such a stupid thing. It was probably accidental where the person is pushing you away and you just can't cope. This is all cope. What'd she say?
If I did that to someone, let's say if I have someone that all of a sudden I just grabbed their boob and I didn't ask for consent, how do you think that person's gonna feel? And you guys are gonna say, oh, you like that person, right? Oh, if it was me, it would totally be a fake. But because it's something else, right? You want to justify that because you don't like me. That doesn't make sense. You know why I didn't be an adult and tell someone that it made me feel uncomfortable? First of all, I was like, that's how she is because I know her personality and she's that person that tries to crack jokes and make sexual jokes and be that type of person that's funny. So for me, this is just how she is. This is her. When I got into the car and I was upset, for me, we didn't have that conversation. I didn't want to say anything to make her upset. Sorry, the 20% battery came up. For me, I was kind of afraid of having that conversation because I didn't want this person to say, get out of my life, go away. And I did have the conversation afterwards. I said, I was afraid of saying things that make you uncomfortable or make you upset or whatever the case may be. That's why. And at the time, I just kept it to myself because I was like, oh, I don't want to. Because I thought, oh, it's going to become a bigger thing. And then she's just going to snap at me. And then that's what it's going to be. Like,
yeah, because accusing them of SA, that wasn't making an accidental brush or a push off, that wasn't making it a bigger thing. Okay, so
To be honest, literally, why are you victim shaming someone and then say, well, why didn't you do this and this woman? I literally said it happened so fast. The only thing I knew to do was to crack a joke and laugh. And
I mean, you also said we're getting somewhere. I mean, fuck out of here, man.
then when I got back, I had to process it. Did I go back over? Yes, like a dummy, I did go back over. But to be honest, it doesn't matter how much in love with someone I was. That is not okay. And no, I didn't say anything because, like I said, I literally didn't want to upset the person. I just didn't, to be honest, I didn't want that person out of my life.
Ridiculous.
It's hard. When someone leaves me, they're gone. And they were like my comfort. They were like my safe space. They were like my home. I couldn't picture life without them. And I felt like in the past when I said something, they snapped at me and then they left. And they didn't have a conversation. They just got mad and they left. Just like they did this last time. They didn't have a conversation. And it wasn't a very good conversation between us. To be honest, it wasn't. And I should have said, hey, maybe we should have this conversation and we'll calm down. But no, for me, it said I tried to fix it. I was the person like, oh, let me keep saying this. Maybe hopefully I can try to fix this.
Well, no, Tafia, see, the problem is I can already see it because no matter what this person was saying, because you've already demonstrated it, based on this whole live stream, the things you've been saying. No matter what this person says, you are still pushing to be in a relationship with this person, even though they have told you multiple times in different ways, even clown you in front of such you, saying that you can't take a hint. Yeah, I would just wash my hands with you too, because like, what are we doing? I told you I just want to be friends, and like, you keep pushing the envelope to get what you want. But Tafia, life is not just about what you want. So she told you to fuck off. And I would love to know if this conversation was before or after you made your accusations.
When our emotions were already high, there was no point in trying to fix anything. And that moment, I should have said, hey, let's start this conversation, take a break, come back to this conversation, and then let's have the talk. But for me, I was freaking out so much that I was like, oh, here they go again. And I know from experience, they were leaving. And I didn't want them to be gone from my life completely. So I didn't know how to handle the situation, but to keep going and try to fix the situation, which made it worse. Of course, I do have some sort of abandonment issues. And it didn't stem from childhood because my parents never abandoned me. It has been.
Right. I was about to say, like, what do you mean? What do you mean you have abandonment issues? Your mom and dad have very much been in your life, essentially your entire life, and you've never dated anyone. So okay, please explain. Let me go back to suspense. Please explain this shit.
Have some sort of abandonment issues, and it didn't stem from childhood because my parents never abandoned me. It has been throughout my life. People have left me. People have just left, and I've been alone, and I didn't want that person to leave my life because for me, I was afraid that I would never talk to them again because I knew that this was going to be the last time, and I knew because they'll come back, right? But I was just like, this is it. I didn't want to lose that person forever. Maybe that was dumb thinking on my end, but what could I do? And it wasn't because I was desperate or anything. I really truly care about someone, and when you truly care about someone, you're gonna do everything to make sure they're okay. I don't care.
And accuse them of SA. Don't forget that.
If I'm okay, I don't care. If I'm not okay, as long as they're okay, then fine. I don't take care of myself. I make sure others are taken care of first. And maybe that's the wrong thing to do. And maybe I should take care of myself. But I didn't because I was so upset. There was so much going on. I'm not even going to say what's going on. But I wanted to just take all of that away. I just wanted to make the situation better. Even though it wasn't my situation, I just wanted to step in and be like, let me remove all of this. But I didn't want, that person was in survival mode. I was in survival mode. To constantly be in survival mode, imagine getting a place and not being able to be comfortable because something's happening. I just didn't want someone to have to not be able to enjoy life. When I go out and do things, when I go pay for people to do things, it's not because I want to have a good time and not care about my responsibilities. It's because I want them to be happy and enjoy life. And say, maybe I don't have to worry about this right now. Maybe I don't have to focus on this negative thing. And if we're doing this, it'll take their mind off of it. And then,
Tafia, your entire life has been you taking your mind off of shit. You go from one distraction to the next, which is why you are still in the position you are in. Because I don't know anyone that is homeless that is just like, you know what? I need to go out and have fun. I need to go out and do things. There's concerts. There's Hello Kitty trucks pulling up with the merch. You're constantly distracting yourself instead of actually tackling the important things in your life, which is why you are still homeless. Like years later, been homeless for years, man. Get this shit together.
That's why I like to go out and just ask when I get in coffee. It takes my mind off of whatever it is that isn't something that I need to really focus on in the moment. I don't need to focus on the negativity and people chasing me around and harassing me. I need to enjoy my life. We only got one life. And as that song says, we only got 100 years to live. Even if you live up to 100 years, you're not guaranteed. You don't know when you can pass away. You may not even make it to 80. God willing, I make it to 100, past 100. But I already know, you know what I mean? But in a sense, I'm trying to live life to the
Ain't no way I'm letting YOLO just make me say, just fuck off on all my other responsibilities and things I should be prioritizing. So maybe okay, you're not 20 years old, Sophia. You're essentially almost halfway through your life cycle, man. Because I think we live to like on average about 72 or something like that. You're like halfway there. I mean, shit, you look like you're a little closer than what you are, but that's besides the point. Okay, you can't be living in a YOLO mindset while you're fucking homeless, man. You need to go get your life together and stop digging around and just trying to have fucking fun.
fullest and enjoy life because we don't have that much time, right? And I know they say you got all the time in the world, but as you get older, time starts flying by. I'm already 32. I was like, what happened to 25? What happened to 18, 19? What happened when I was 15? Time is flying by so fast that it hasn't even slowed down. It's already been a year since the carjacking.
No shit, we know.
We're almost halfway through this year. It scared me because I'm like, why did things it's so loud in this country? Sorry, I have trauma.
I guess.
It's at 10%, and I gotta charge in. I gotta get up early tomorrow. So I gotta go get some sleep. Yes, I need to find a place where they play that music and just go dancing. I need to like, I can't break up.
Bruh, like, do y'all see what the fuck I'm talking about? You need to go dancing? No, you need to go working. When is the work arc going to happen, Sophia? At what point are we going to grow up and stop chasing dopamine hits? Fuck some dancing.
Taking a place on this. Go anyways. I gotta go charge my phone up my 10% for that.
Please go.
And then I gotta
Pissing me off.
get to sleep. I gotta get up early in the morning. I got stuff I gotta do. So
Sure.
anyways, have a good day or wherever you guys are. I will see you guys later. My phone is at 10%. Mexico. I live in New Mexico, not Mexico.
Okay. Bye. Whatever, Sophia. Well, oh, goodness. So, yeah. Sophia is an official Lakebeard. Welcome to that community. New tag to add to your resume outside of locale and Oregon. This, like, Sophia, you're just down horrendous. You gave us so many examples of this person telling you that y'all are just friends, telling you that you are misconstruing the situation. You did not outline one thing that even made it sound like this person was remotely interested in playing games with your mind like you try to claim. This shit is pathetic. Grow up, stop worrying about relationships, go get a job. Get you a job that you can make friends with your coworkers so you don't have to worry about being alone when Marie inevitably her time is done. Get a job, get your life together, you'll make some friends, you'll be able to sharpen your social skills, and God willing, maybe you'll turn this shit around and start to flourish. I know this will never happen, but hey, wishful thinking. And with that, That's my time for the day, guys. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Highly appreciate every single one of y'all. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Highly appreciate it. Drop a like for your boy. And I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all be safe. Be kind to each other. And I will see you all very soon.
With eyes and with that, with the not getting justice and the kids that are being hurt and harmed, and talking about how much kids and women are being raped and raped and sexually assaulted, and just having to hear all that just triggered, and how I blame myself, and I told myself that I was stupid, that I was blinded, that I let it happen because I really cared about the person so much that I was blinded. And
boom. And there it is. Because there's only one person that Tafia cares about, and it ain't her fucking mom. So this confirms for me that allegedly Statue SA'd her. Which, knowing Tafia, this is crazy. And this is just very interesting that all of a sudden this is coming to light. She's choosing to speak about this now when Statue was arrested on a old warrant, I believe a year prior, 2 days before this live stream. Very interesting. Did Tafia snitch? Man, I don't know. I don't know.
I just wanna break down and cry, but I'm like, oh, if someone drives by and sees me, I have to act happy. Then people come up and they ask for photos, and I'm like, hey, I can't take photos on free bed. But in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, please do not run into someone, and it'd be a whole thing, and I couldn't even enjoy myself the whole time, because that was in the back of my mind, and I was suffering, and I was like, you can't cry, because first of all, you have makeup on. Second of all, I don't know if people's dirty. If people don't ask for photos, it's typically because people are secretly filming me. And I don't want someone to see me just sobbing and then that be a whole thing on the internet. I just have to ask happy, even though I'm not. And the only reason that I would never harm myself, but the only reason why I would just keep going is because I'm all that my mom has. And after she goes, I've already made the decision. And I know that she's worried. That she said, I worry that if something happens to me, that you're going to go. But this girl is cool. It's peaceful. It's me. And I try to be good.
So I don't know if y'all caught that, but she stated this. If her mom goes, she's already made the decision to go. And she said that, I think like a week or two ago, and I called it. I was like, is this some form of S-baiting? Because it sounds like you're saying that you'll delete yourself from the server. And here she is confirming that as well. So we have SA accusations and S-baiting. Okay. And like I said at the beginning, guys, this was a displeasure to listen to. And I'm sorry that I'm not, I can't find the fun in this, so I'm not trying to. But let's just continue because it gets worse as we go.
Because I'm trying to share all of these things that are going on. And sometimes I just want to post happy stuff. But I feel like it's my responsibility. It's not sharing something that's important that hate for it. thing. And seeing that and having to desensitize myself to it, be like, this is being abnormal. This is being normal. How do you process that? And so, but that's basically what I came my here to talk about. So, there's not really much I can do. But no, that's not the case. I was actually SA. Let's not do that. I don't lie on someone like that. Please do not make up information you was not there, so you don't know. And there's cameras, so let's not.
And there's cameras. So she's implying that it was recorded.
That has nothing to do with anything. It's not because nobody was talking to me. That would be the stupidest thing to ever do. I could care less if no one's talking to me. Leslie stopped talking to me. Did I lie on her? No, I didn't. There's a lot of new friends that stopped talking to me. Did I lie on them? No, I didn't. We gotta stop victim shaming people. We gotta stop telling people things. This is why people don't come out and say anything. Because if people start victim shaming and saying, oh, well, that really never happened. I had to talk with people about this. I had to have a conversation with my therapist. This literally is so crazy.
And again, this is why these are more reasons I don't believe whatever she's trying to say was SA. I don't believe it was SA. Because if you talk to people about it and you talk to your supposed therapist, which is probably really just a counselor at the shelter, I'm pretty sure the shelter or a therapist would have to report that. There's no way they're going to just let that slide. Now, why do I say Sophia is going to let this slide and those people are letting this slide? Oh, just keep watching.
I have to process this. I have to go through this. It's traumatizing enough as it is that I still have to process the loss of my brother that I watched get murdered. There are so many things that I have to speak that I haven't been able to process anything. It's something after another. And I don't know how to handle it. And last year I didn't know how to handle it except to try to take my life. Because that's all the things that I knew that my brain was telling me that I would never harm myself. But it's the process of this shit deal with me because there's always something. And this year it was going great, and then it went bad, and then it was going great, and then I thought, wow, things were really. I really don't want to be put on medications, guys. I know that medications sometimes help, but there are a lot of side effects of medications, and I really want to be careful when taking something. For me, it's just the world is a cruel place, and things people have said hasn't really helped. And my only thought process is to not exist at all. But like I said, I'm not gonna harm myself. I'm just slowly trying to process, and I have major depression, so I'm trying to deal with it as best as I can and manage it. And the only way to really manage it is with medication, right? And my mom, I'm the only person she has, and she's already expressed for herself, or she's worried because of this situation. I've had to talk to her about and then tell her that, oh, mom, I'm not going to harm myself. I did in the past try to, and it's just some.
No, you didn't. You tried to manipulate the very person that you're accusing of SA now. Fuck out of here.
I'm just trying to process. And when everyone wants to see you cry, they're wishing on your downfall. That's horrible. And not trying to hold myself with grace. I'm trying to walk. I don't put people's names out there. I'm not trying to attack anyone, hurt anyone, harm anyone, leave them.
Again, why are you worried about attacking and name dropping your supposed assailant? Oh, it's because it stuck you. Like, this is ridiculous, man. This really, I was like grossed out listening to this, I'm sure y'all are probably somewhat cringing as well throughout this whole thing, but dude, this was a hard listen, man. It really was.
The moving towards everyone, and it's hard to really not because I got really angry and I did want to say some things, but then I just have to write it down in my journal, which is what I've been doing journal, and just let my thoughts out. And before I say something that I will regret, and it was and it wasn't even just that; it was the process of those. Even though I didn't do anything, would this person forgive me? And I did tell myself that I wish I went before them. So if something happens to them, because we're all gonna die, we don't live forever. And I know that they went mad at me and they didn't forgive me. That I did miss myself. And I know if someone does something so horrible, I shouldn't be kind to them. But I'm still gonna be kind, even though I was hurt. And it's
She wants to be kind to the person that supposedly essayed her. Like, are y'all linking this together, man? I feel like she's throwing out accusations to try to make Statue like some type of monster. Like that's never been the case this entire time. Because Sophia has been breaking down and being sad about her since January, half a year. So this is just like the correlations in these things is, I don't know, man. I don't even know how to honestly feel about it. Besides, I'm just disappointed. It's the best way I can even put it.
hard to feel like, oh, when I was a kid, it was almost like someone hurt me because of how they treated me. I feel like I wanted to be people and they express through that. It's just not in me to have to sit here and be like, I forgive you, even though it's eating me up inside. And I'm trying to take my health problem seriously, and I don't want to end up like that girl in the hospital because I was stressing out too much and had a stroke. Constant headaches could be a sign of a stroke. And I'm trying to manage my health problems, but I didn't want to go to the hospital because I was worried if someone saw me, they would take pictures of me and say, look, she's at the hospital for attention because now she posted some things online and anytime something happens, she goes to the hospital for attention. But
that is the way it seems. I mean, you're not wrong.
I was really struggling for 2 days. I just slept and I cried and I tried to process and I kept asking myself why, but I didn't know. I don't really know how to function. I don't really know. I don't like. I try. Things that I'm learning in therapy to try to help change my thinking, and stuff doesn't really work. Because then I go back. I see places and then I start crying.
It doesn't work because your counselor, whatever your counselor is telling you, you're not applying any of it, obviously. Because no therapist in their right mind would see your digital footprint and see the harassment that you supposedly get, the supposed death threats, all of this stuff. How people have literally been sent to your apartment, your motel, and they wouldn't tell you to get offline. No therapist worth their salt would know that you are actively in a homeless shelter with no job, no prospects, making less than $100 a month from your supposed job, and I tell you to go work an actual job. So no, you do not apply anything that these people are telling you. Why? Because you're fucking hard-headed. You are stubborn. You do not want to do anything anyone else's way except your way, no matter how much it doesn't work.
It reminds me of a time when I wasn't hurting, and I was happy. And then I remember that I was having, I'm going to be alone when my mom passed away, and having to talk to people about it and trying to process. And I get it. Some people do try to help me, and they did good still get better. And I wanted to believe things were gonna be good, but it wasn't. And even so, I just want to be that person that's like, and when I share something, I'm afraid, oh, it's gonna come back on me, because people are gonna think, and especially online, people are gonna think, oh, I'm posting about them. Well, I'm not. And I just want to share something, and it's more so about kind of supporting someone, because when people make content, it's for support. It doesn't, and yes, some people do share, not everything. It's really about how it's feeling. And when I was sharing the essay stuff, I was essayed in the past. I was actually essayed twice, and having to process if this really happened to, having to understand that, oh, you essayed it, and just having that thought process, oh, did you want it? Oh, did this? And just struggling with how to go about things. Just weird. Is like, you guys don't know how serious the situations that I'm going through are, and it would have made things worse. And I get it. Some people might be mad at my decision, but I'm also afraid. It's just things I can't even talk about. And it's not like I'm trying to be toxic, but for me, it's hard at night. I'll just think about something and I'll just start crying. And you walk around and it's fast messy. Everyone asks at me. Everyone asks like, there's like, how can, and they don't know what I'm going through, but sometimes I feel like, how are you laughing, joking? I'm struggling. I'm trying to process. I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to deal with everything. I'm trying to manage. And it's not about whether someone's watching or not. I would hope not. I don't know what someone is going through either, but for me, my thought process with my major depression, it was not good because I'm unmedicated. So to be helping these people laugh, how the world was turning, if that makes sense. The world continues to turn. Everyone lives their life, but I'm the one that's struggling. Yeah, I know everyone's going through something. I'm not saying I'm going through anything, but I didn't know how to handle my emotions, and I just cried to myself. And all the internet was just live. I was like, is this really a good thing to do? Is this the right decision to make this to online and talk about this? But I'm like, I wasn't. It's just going to intimidate me. Like, my emotional continue to. I had already talked about it with them, and I was still beating myself up about it. I don't watch this movie. I watch it. Space Kid sent it to me after I asked him to send it to me. I was like, by the way, and I didn't even see her take. She literally, Space Kid is the one that made the statement, by the way, not me. I never did her take, actually. I don't know how many times I have to say that. Space Kid. But you have victim shamed plenty of people. So I'm not sure. Maybe she did. Maybe she did. I wouldn't be surprised knowing Sophia that you have victim shamed other people. As her profile picture, she's the one who had as a profile picture on this book. I have screenshot Switch to literally doing that on this book. Space Kid sent it to me, and I literally told Space Kid, I do not want to see that. That is my sister-in-law. Hello, I did say that on phone. I said I do not want to see that because that is my sister-in-law. And Space Kid sent it to me. Instead of coming at me, why don't you come at Space Kid about why she had that? And I literally even said, I don't want to see that. Don't send it to me. Just like people said, red links, all that stuff. And I said, don't send that to me. I had to just outright delete it. She literally put that as her profile picture on Discord. I have screenshots of this stuff. I don't know why we keep defending people. She was the one who was literally telling me things about my brother's ex because she. I don't know why we keep defending people. Keep that statement in mind for later. He did something to her. She snapped. She got mad. Finally, she was sitting on all this stuff with Bruno Salon and still being friends with her. And then finally comes out because they're not friends anymore. For whatever the case is, I don't know. I can't even remember the whole situation of what happened, but basically, she snapped and decided that she was gonna spill everything about it and because they were no longer friends. And she knows that why now? You had all of this stuff, and you were playing it off as if I was lying. I wasn't telling the truth. Well, you're a compulsive liar, so there's that. People have to see what people really are for themselves. And I was like, we finally saw what I've been trying to tell you. Well, it's out there. So that's not what we're crying about. So that's fabricated photos. You can't open to the actual ones on iPhone. You think people were born yesterday. You literally think that people are not born yesterday. I didn't say that. I just literally explained what I said. Space Kitten said that. I didn't say that. I literally said Space Kitten said. And then I said what Space Kitten said. That never ever did I say me. I was saying that. And I really purpose that Space Kitten said that. How many times do I have to say something? I shouldn't have to keep telling people. People get tired and literally sits here and it says, oh, you keep repeating yourself. Do I have to repeat myself? Nobody, because if I don't repeat myself, then people say, oh, you said it. I'm tired. Yes, because I was talking about when Space Kitten said it. Hello. That's why I said it online. Use your common sense. I said it because I literally said Space Kitten said it. Anyone can read where I said Space Kitten said it out in the video and then just keep that part. That's why I don't have full clips of the live. They only have 15 seconds. Use your common sense. I can take anything I want from anyone and flip it to make it look like they said something they didn't say. There was someone that literally made a video making it seem like it's defended James Charles to see if people would watch to the end. And I'm pretty sure people didn't watch to the end. And that's basically what people do. They like to work with things. I don't care what people think about my situation. I don't care what people think about what I'm going through. I know what I'm experiencing. I know what I'm going through. I know what I have to deal with, the trauma that I have to face every single day because there's always something that I have to deal with because I can't process the last day because there's always something. And I always feel like I'm destined. Yeah, I always have to be like, well, something's going to happen. And that's my thought process. In the back of my mind, there's that glimmer of happiness that I'm like, oh, it's going to be ripped away. People are not paying to get me a house because I'm not making another GoFundMe. I don't want people to pay to get me a house. I wanted people to help me get a safe space because I didn't have one. And I also wanted people to help bury my brother because I'm having a difficult time. But then nobody really cares. And why does it matter if you got my shit? Just block me if you don't like what I'm doing. If I'm asking for something and I'm saying, hey, I need money for a house and this and that, then I don't understand why people have such a big issue with it if I was using the money for something else.
Sophia, do you just hear yourself? Did y'all catch that? Okay, let's back it up. Let's back it up. We're gonna go back about 15 seconds. We're gonna re-listen to what the hell she just said. Because this is literally the definition of scamming.
If you don't like what I'm doing, if I'm asking for something, and I'm saying, hey, I need money for a house and this and that, then I don't understand why people have such a big issue with it if I was using the money for something else.
If I'm asking for money for a house, I don't understand why people would have such a big issue with me using it on something else. Are you fucking serious? Like, Sophia, that'll probably be like my one laugh probably throughout this entire video. Sophia, that is scamming. That's literally scamming. Especially under the pretenses of having a whole donation GoFundMe set up for said thing and then using the money for something else. That is the definition of scamming, Sophia. That is why no one wants to support you or give you money. It's just stupid.
It's hard to run into these damn people once I get it. But
You literally just said what you just said proves that you was a scammer. And you have scammed people in the past, Sophia. I remember the initial GoFundMe, the raffle that you were supposed to, I believe she was supposed to get like a certain amount of money and she was going to give one person some of her merch from her little shop or whatever, the Mountain Dew shit. And she didn't hit the goal. She was supposed to refund everybody if she didn't hit the goal. And guess what? No one got a fucking refund. So this isn't the first time you've pulled this shit, Sophia.
my brother didn't get married. Anytime I go through something, I just can't talk about it because, oh, people love to talk down on that. And it's so crazy. And who cares about my birthday? I have money for my birthday, not a lot of money, but I think because of something mentally.
Grifting. Grifting. And the something that you did was probably donating plasma.
And I earned money. But to be honest, me talking about being sexually assaulted has nothing to do with money. But what does that got to do with money? Why is it every time something happens to me, you always resort to it being about money? My
Because it is.
coming up. But did I put up 6 hours up? Yes, it's in my decision. But did I put it up once during my essay story? No.
Yeah, but you just mentioned it though. You made sure that you mentioned it and told people where it is just now. Really, Sophia? I guess.
I came on here because it's following. I'm having a lot of health problems, and I'm trying to manage it before something really happens to me, and my mom doesn't have me. But it's hard because I've been suffering and trying not to freak out, and then having to hold that inside to protect someone's image.
Why are you trying to protect someone's image if you believe you were SA'd? You share all this shit about how people need to spend more time in jail, how people have been acquitted for SA and only did a couple days in jail, but you don't even want to name drop this person, and you're trying to protect their image. Ridiculous.
I don't go on here and talk about people that I really care about or name drop them or bash them. Because it's horrible.
Oh yeah. You don't name drop them or bash them. You just accuse them of SA. Yeah, that's totally not worse, right? Right.
And I still try to thank myself for grace to be like, I'm doing what I did, even though I know it is not the right way. I don't want to have to go there. Please get it, whatever it is. It's a lot. I'm trying to get a place for this, and I can't go through something, and then a whole bunch of things are compromised. Nobody understands. Nobody gets it. It's, to be honest, I just recently found out about myself, and I can't even talk about it because it's a reminder that who I am is wrong, and I'm willing to help for that.
Sophia, you weren't even religious. You're not religious. You've never been religious. And just because the people at the shelter are telling you that, why do you choose to believe it? You didn't believe about anything about religion prior to being in this shelter. So you shouldn't care. Just saying.
And I just told you this on too. And I do want to be proud. I do want to be open, but it's just not right in the situation that I'm in. And so I just stay quiet about it. And I'm like, oh, maybe they were thinking okay, but.
And that's also a lie. That's another lie because Sophia has been posting a bunch of Pride Month things on her story on Instagram and TikTok. So you know that the people at the shelter are watching your social media. So this is another lie. If you're really so worried about what they think and that putting you in a bad situation where you could possibly get kicked out, you wouldn't be posting all this shit. Just saying.
But I don't know. I'm just gonna slip back into my old self and just sleep with it because that's the.
You have always been your old self, and that is probably all you ever do is sleep all day or sit around watching TV all day. And then occasionally you can take your ass outside to do your live stream for an hour or two. But sure, please try and convince us harder that you work so hard to live. Okay.
All I know is just tell myself, okay, you'll sleep wherever, and you won't have to worry anymore. It's hard. Depression doesn't help that. And I know everyone's going through something, but there's a worse thing on major depression is because of those thoughts. Major depression is not one of those things that you're like, oh, just be happy and you'll be happy. That's just not how it is. When I walk out the door, I'm reminded I'm trying to process and deal with it as much as I can. But I wake up and it's just something. And then even being open enough to say something I would, what am I gonna wake up to? Well, it's good. It's not even a lot. It was a lot like mine for weeks. It's only been 3 weeks, and I still have the process. I'm trying. So it's just work for it. I'm not sitting here asking for money or saying kind of. Yes, I did make a GoFundMe to ask people to help me to get help. Is it up? No, it's not falsely reported. At this point, forget the GoFundMe. Forget everything.
Again, what do you mean it got falsely reported, Sophia? You said in your own words that Ryan disappeared. No one can get a hold of him. And if you're talking about the last GoFundMe, as far as I could tell, it didn't get just taken down. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw that you only got $5 after a few days and you just closed it because you were trying to thrift. Again, I don't feel like you keep doing the same thrift. And everyone called you out for making a GoFundMe a couple weeks after the anniversary of your brother's passing. And you didn't put that the incident happened the year before. It was another thrift to try to make it seem like this just happened. You're just a slimy, vile liar, man. And it's sickening.
I cannot go to work and function when I'm having to deal with this trauma or something that just happened to me. And then I have to go to work and act like I'm okay because I'm like, you know what? I'm a great functioning depressed person. I have maybe depression and PTSD, and I function just fine at work. So I'm supposed to act happy at work, but if something happens, either, and I'm not gonna snap at anyone or be rude, I break down and cry, or I have a mental breakdown, or something happens, I can't. And I have to hold it in until I leave work. That is also not good. I'm an unmedicated, functioning, major depressed person, and I.
Well, apparently you're not functioning if you can't do any of the things that an adult would have to do that is living with the supposed diagnosis. If you really do have these diagnoses and they've suggested medication, you need to get on medication. But we all know even if Sophia was medicated, she still wouldn't work. So like, I don't even know why she's even bringing that up, but okay.
I know there's people that have that. They compare themselves to me and say that this is working and function. I'm like, this is doing that, and it makes me feel even worse. I can't even function. I try to put emotional still, I can't try. I gotta hold everything in and not say, even though I do want to speak out and say something. I'm a very opinionated person. I can make myself feel to speak up and defend myself, and I don't want to have to deal with the side effects. But there's a lot of things. And right now, I already get there. Like, this is just when I said I talked to my therapist.
Counseling.
Even talking to my therapist, because I couldn't talk to my therapist. 2 weeks I haven't been able to see my therapist. I finally talked to them for a weekly messages. But to be honest, I didn't want to talk about the situation because every time I talked about the situation,
Okay, I'm gonna get off.
and then I dwell on it. And then it got me down to and I had to get a response.
I dropped my
And
phone.
then when people ask me what's wrong, when people are genuinely asking me, "Are you okay?" and I
I'm
can't
not
say anything
drunk,
because the people go on the
Anthony.
internet. And I don't name drop people, by the way. But then people will run to the internet with messages and say, "Look, this is what she told me," and having a hard time trusting anybody. My trust is broken. I can't.
Why would you be
I
trusting
have more than one
anybody
black sweater.
online when there's beyond me at this point? But okay.
Trust anyone
I
anymore.
have more than one black
They
sweater.
tell you things, they lie to your face, they try to be friends.
Like you wouldn't know, because you don't pay attention.
I'm just the kind person and be like, I'm just
You're
nice,
not.
but I'm not trying. I don't want to be friends with anybody. I can't even. Since long. And they're all like, well, you get what you deserve. Even though I'm just trying to function. I'm trying to be a normal person, but when people keep